In this video, I'm going to show you how to launch a new product or service. I'm going to take you behind the scenes as we go through this live, getting ready to launch our brand new paid Slack community. I'm going to show you the ads, I'm going to show you the content, and I'm going to show you how we define all of our plan of attack and distribution channels. So let's get into it. So today marks the day that we launch our brand new private pro Slack community for agencies and consultants under our brand, The Blueprint Train. Now, we've had a free Slack channel for the past 3.5 years. We've got over 5,000 marketers in there. We decided to close it down and put a paywall around it because we know that it will drastically improve the quality of the community. It also gives us funds to invest back in, to create more content, to bring in outside experts, to create some custom software for the community, to give out awards, events, all sorts of things. So we're launching that today for a low cost of $59 per month. Now, in terms of how we're going to sell that, I want to walk you through our launch plan. So I've got another video that talks about how to define different marketing channels using our paid, earned, and owned framework. I'll link to that below so you can check it out. But what I really want to focus on right now is after you've got those initial tactics defined or kind of floating around in your head, what you have to understand is that you cannot run the same campaigns, the same messaging to everyone in your audience. You have to understand their temperature, or in other words, where they are in relation to your brand in terms of the journey on that path to become a customer. Because if you try and run the same messaging from people who have a high awareness of you to people that are completely cold, it's probably the reason why a lot of your launches are failing, or just your ongoing marketing isn't as effective as you think it is. You cannot run the same messaging to everyone. So the way that I break this down is simple. So what I always tell people is to picture this like a bullseye. On the inside, the people that are closest to you are your hot audiences. These are people who have been paying customers in the past, maybe free members of something else, maybe opted in for a freebie and you've had a conversation with them, people on your email list. Those are the people at the very inner part of this bullseye. These are the people that are the hottest. Outside of that, we've got warm audiences. So people in your social media connections, people that might know you, but have never really expressed interest in your product or service before. And then the people on the outside are people that are cold, people who have no idea who you are. Now, for example, if we want to just take this pro Slack offer to market and we use the same messaging to everyone saying, hey, we've got this great new community. It's $59 a month to sign up. The people in here that are hot are probably going to bite on that. But outside of that, they're not going to bite on that. They're going to be like, who the hell cares? We barely know who you are. We didn't like your other product. So what the hell do you think we'd be interested in this for? And that's where so many people fail. They have a product, they have an offer, and they just take it to market as a commercial. Hey, look at us. We have this program. We have this product. People don't care about you. They care about themselves. If you want to get your offer to pop off, you got to figure out how you can relate it to them. And that's what we're going to talk about for the most part of this is how can we take this offer and how can we bend it and present it in a way that's of more value to the audience than it is to us, even though we're going to be the ones making money off of it. So in terms of our go-to-market launch plan, for the people that are in our hot audience, again, people who are past paying customers, people who are free members, people on our email list, they've already identified themselves as willing to pay, or at least raising their hand as very interested in our program. So for them, we're just going to go with that straight commercial style. We're going to tell them that we have this new program live. We're going to hit them with all the benefits and the value of it and why they should join. And then we're also going to make it easy for them to join by giving them a discount. So we're waiving our sign-up fee. We're also dropping the monthly cost to just $59 a month because it's going to go up to $99 very soon. So we're giving them a discount to get them in early because of their allegiance and basically awarding them, if they're interested in this new offer, to get in right now at a discount. On the people who are warm, they're probably not going to bite on that, right? Like if you just go to social media and you're like, hey, I've got this pro Slack community, sign up. People are going to be like, yeah, no, crickets, no engagement, no interest, nothing. And that's because in today's internet, if you want to get attention, you have to give value, right? So again, the hot audiences, people that love you, people that know you, the people that are paid, they don't need all that. You've already crossed that border with them. They're already interested. You just make them the offer and get them to bite. But after that, you have to start to give value to get attention. Give value to get attention. It's literally why I'm making this video. I could have just done a video out here saying, hey, we launched this pro Slack community, but it would have gotten 50 views. But because I'm going out of my way to give you value and show you how to launch your own offer, your own product, and then subtly sliding in, hey, we've got this new offer. This is how I'm selling it to you. So there you go. And all of you watching this are likely on my warm list. You know who I am at some point. You've seen one of my videos or you're subscribed here. So you're interested in it, but you're not going to be interested in me just blasting you with a commercial. So I'm giving you value in order to get your attention. I'm giving you value. I'm teaching you something in order to get your attention. That's very important. And then here on the outside, this is where we're going to be advertising, doing some PR, maybe some influencers or partnerships to try and get this in front of new audiences. But here, this is all about value. These people have absolutely no idea who we are. And this is ultimately how you're going to grow and scale any offer, is by being able to communicate and really give that value to cold audiences. In order to do that, we have to understand the why of why they would be interested in an offer like this. Why would these people who have no idea who we are be interested in our pro community that they're going to have to pay for? Why? And that's what we're going to talk about as we get into the tactics that we've defined in order to launch this program. So first and foremost, the thing that we're going to do is we're going to launch to our hot audiences, not even warm, hot. Who are the people that have expressed extreme interest in our products before or paid before in the past that we can launch this to? So when you think of this like a funnel too, like a traditional marketing funnel, especially you SEOs out there, the bottom of the funnel all the way down, the hottest people are actually people who have paid you before. When we actually do our SEO marketing and keyword research, we define those people as paying customers who we're trying to retain. It's actually your most important audiences because these are going to be the people that are going to be the easiest to sell to. So again, people who are on our inner circle email list, people who have paid for a program before in the past, and people who are in our inner circle programs on Slack. We're going to start by announcing to those people. We don't care about anybody outside of that. We just want to try and communicate the right value, the right messaging to those people because we know they're going to be the most likely to buy. And this bullseye chart also comes in handy because what this allows us to do is really plan a time frame around this. So with my team, I'm working on this and I'm saying, look, at the first couple of weeks, the first 2 weeks are all about our paying customers. We want to make ourselves available to have conversations with them, to answer questions, because there are going to be a lot of them. There's going to be a lot of people that are not happy about going from a free product to a paid product. So we want to make sure that our full team and resource are available to communicate, to talk to them at a one-to-one level if needed, to help them understand why this is happening and really communicate the benefits to them. We don't want to just go out and make this announcement and then move to paid advertisement and take all of our attention away from that on the same day. We want to really plan this launch and get weeks, if not months, out of this launch to really roll this thing out smoothly. This isn't a pot flash in the pan, let's make as much money as possible cash grab. This is a how do we roll this out and communicate it to every single person. We want to try and reach every single person that we've worked with before in the past to really help them understand about this offer and make sure that we're not wasting it, right? Because at the same time, if I go out and try and advertise to people, it's very expensive to bring new people into an ecosystem and then bring them all the way down the ladder. These people are already here. So how can we communicate to them the best and the most effective way possible? So what we're going to be doing is a series of announcements via email. We're doing a 3-day drip sequence, and we've got this segmented via list in terms of if they're a paying customer, a free customer, or in our free Slack channel. And each of those messaging is going to be different. Again, for people who have paid before in the past, we're starting with a thank you. We're starting with, hey, thank you for being a valued customer. We've got this great new offer for you that I think you'll be interested in. Now, that's a little bit different for people that haven't paid for something, but are kind of in our inner circle because they've used our free tools before, or they've been in our free Slack community. For those people, we need to frame the messaging a little bit different. It's not just, hey, we have this new offer. It's, hey, we have this new offer, but here's why it matters to you. Here's why going from free Slack to paid Slack matters. Here's why it's important, and here's why it's important to you, not to us. So we're framing this as we're using this money that you're paying us as an investment back into the community to make it better for you, not for us, which is true. And because we also have this massive free Slack channel, we'll be actually sending DMs to people who have engaged before in the past. So what's cool about Slack is you can actually go through and see people who have engaged. So we're going to start by just sending messages to those people with our inside sales team to just, again, communicate to them, sending a video of me talking about the program and letting them ask any questions at a one-to-one level. So this is a 2-week rollout just for these series of announcements, because again, we want to make sure that we're hitting every single person in that audience and they understand the value and why we're doing this, and hopefully we can get them to convert. So the second thing that we'll be doing to launch this is a series of organic social media posts. Now, again, these people are in our warm audiences, not necessarily in our hot. Of course, there's going to be overlap. There's going to be some people that are hot, some people that are cold, just depending on what algorithm we're working with and how they want to serve the content. But again, now we're going to start getting to much more of a value as opposed to a direct, hey, we're live, come buy our shit. So basically what I'll be doing is using a series of different copywriting tactics in order to present this in terms of digging into the why. Why would somebody want to join this community? And this is all about the pain point marketing that we talk about, or that I've spoken about anyways in some of my previous videos about offer design, right? What are the pain points? What are the problems that an agency or consulting is having on a daily basis? And how does a Slack community like this solve that? Right? So things like inability to get the right answer to questions because Google is unreliable, inability to get the right answer from other communities because it's driven by the bottom up, aka people living in their mom's basement answer questions as opposed to true experts like our community, access to free templates, access to a network. These are all different value propositions that solve pain points that they might be having. So now is when we want to start to dig into these and reflect this in our messaging and announcements. So when I take to LinkedIn, when I take to Twitter, again, it's not going to be, hey, we're live, come buy our shit, because people don't care about that and they're not going to react to it. Instead, now we're going to start to feed through some of these pain points and value propositions to help them understand why this would be something worth their attention to at least look at the landing page. Tactic number 3 that we're going to be doing is live webinars. And this has really come back powerfully for our companies. We've been realizing that doing stuff on YouTube Live is a very, very powerful and impactful way to reach really triple, quadruple your engagement rate, even for the people who signed up, because YouTube just pushes that video out because they really want to push their live platform and get people on it. So they're giving you a lot of reach right now. So we'll be doing a series of live webinars for warm and for cold audiences as well. And the key here, again, is understanding what the topic of that should be about. The topic is not, hey, we're live. The topic is going to be much more rooted in the problems that they might be having. Right? So we're going to put together a webinar, a very valuable piece of content that's going to solve a problem for our core audience. And then we're going to make them the offer on the back end to join paid Slack, again, with a special discount, with waiving the fee, basically the same thing that we're offering everyone, but we're just presenting it in a way that feels like it's a special offer to people that have showed up. So again, the webinar, the presentation that we're going to give is going to be something that's going to be help them to solve a problem. Agencies and consultants, what problem you're having right now? How can we help you solve that? And then at the end of it, we're going to present our paid Slack community as a means for them to engage with us more and ask questions on demand as a set agency consultant program that's here for them 24/7 that they can rely on us for any questions or anything that they need on an ongoing basis. Tactic number 4 that we'll be using to launch this program is going to be a slow drip email campaign off the back of this. So as people sign up for our webinars or all of our other free products for that matter, we're switching out all the call to actions in those emails to push them into the paid Slack community. So we've got a couple of what we call micro offers that we use at the company. We do a monthly live webinar. We also have a template and tool suite that we give out. And those email sequences perform pretty well. We get between 30 and 40% open rates on that. So instead of pushing them to join our program and book a call, we're going to push them into this lower ticket offer, which is Pro Slack at $59 a month. We're going to push them to the landing page in that sequence. So as we continue to push more and more webinars, this thing will grow on its own. So you can see how this is moving from a direct launch, hey, this is right now, to something that's going to sustain us over the long term. The launch is meant to get a pop in sales, get as much attention, get as many eyeballs on that landing page as possible. And now we move into these ongoing, a little bit more of a slow drip launch type things where we can put people on an automated email sequence and then also hit people with ads. Which takes me to tactic number 5, which is advertising. So again, what we're going to be doing here is setting up ad funnels that are going to help to promote this. So where I see a lot of you going wrong with your ads, and I hate giving advice to competitors, but you're just running ads saying, join our community. Nobody cares about your community. No, they just don't. Nobody cares about our community until we give them a reason to care. So the ads at the top of the funnel are going to be, again, focused on solving a problem for the specific part of our audience, agencies and consultants in the SEO space. So we're continuously running these ad funnels that you probably already seeing us run with some sort of valuable offer. Opt in for this webinar, opt in for this free toolkit. And that toolkit, whatever we build, is going to be rooted in helping them to solve the problem that ultimately the community will fix as well. So we give them something free, we give them an inch, and then we bring them into our ecosystem. We try and upsell them into the group community. And we can also use remarketing ads off the back of that. So if they've seen a video at the top of the funnel, if they've opted in to our ad at the top funnel, then we remarket the commercial level, right? Which is introducing our community. So at the top, we're focusing on solving the problems. At the mid and bottom, then we're introducing our community. And at the very bottom, then we're remarketing testimonials about the community to really convince people. So again, we're running these ad funnels now on their own. That's going to be top funnel, great offer, solving a problem. Mid funnel, introducing our community. Bottom funnel, look at all the results that people are getting, and we're going to run that consistently also in the background. So again, you can see how this is moving from a direct launch plan again to a long-term strategy for how we're going to run and maintain this business over time. And the final piece here that we're doing, number 6 for this launch, is going to be outreach to best of lists. Now, we've toyed in the past with doing some influencer stuff, some paid sponsorships. In the marketing space, it doesn't really work all that well. Instead, what we try and find is it's better to just work with people organically to try and bring people into the community who might have a voice in the outside marketing and SEO community, get them to see the value, and then try and work with them organically to go out and promote us or to incentivize them via money. That's a strategy that we're going to take over long term. But what we're also going to do right now is going to do outreach to best of lists. If you Google best Slack communities or best marketing communities, you'll see a ton of results. All we're doing is having our team scrape that list together, put together a really good email pitch with an offer for us to be included on those lists, and then we're sending that out. So what that's going to do is not have a direct impact again on top level sales right away for the launch. But if we can get in those ranked articles, and as people search for over time for best Slack communities, they find us there. Not only do we get the SEO value from the link, but we're also then getting that discovery traffic at the top funnel, that referral engine, which is very, very powerful. And every time we get somebody to our landing page, they're then getting trapped in our ad funnel, which then we can capture that information for as well. So that is our entire launch plan in a nutshell here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If y'all are interested in checking out our Pro Slack community for agencies and consultants only, it's $59 a month. If you're watching this video, hit the link below. It'll take you to the landing page and you can check it out more. If not, leave me a comment, show me some love. I love doing these videos for you guys, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.